Every organization's success and sustainability mainly depending on the human resource of it. While working for the common objectives of the organization, there need to be controlled behavior of the employees of the organization through discipline. We can simply identify discipline as the orderly behavior of the employees. Orderly behavior of the employees at workplace can be defined as the adherence to the company policies, rules, and company culture laid down by the organization. Sometimes, some employees would not adhere to the expected behavior in the organization. In that, management would have to take control of the disciplinary management among employees. Disciplinary management is the procedure where employees learn to behave in controlled and responsible manner. Managing the discipline is necessary for every organization in various reasons. An effective disciplinary policy ensures proper order at the workplace through corrective behavior. Employee discipline management enables a positive and healthy work environment and ensures smooth functioning of the organization. Further, it will help to achieve organization goals and objectives as expected.
What governs disciplinary management? Disciplinary guidelines are based on presence of a proper policy and procedure. The Code of Conduct covers the main standards of behavior and performance required by the company. You are under a duty to comply with the standards of behavior and performance required by the company and to behave in a reasonable manner at all times. A breach of the company rules set out will render your liability to disciplinary action in accordance with the disciplinary procedure. Natural justice is a principle that intended to ensure law with fairness and to secure justice. Natural justice principle states that no one should be made a judge in his own case, or the rule against the bias, or hear the other party, or the rule of fair hearing, or the rule that no one should be condemned unheard. Good discipline is a hot stove in that it feels hot, so provides a warning. It burns every time, so consistent. It burns now, so immediate. And it burns all like, so impersonal. Constitution of a country and certain other legislations such as Industrial Disputes Act can be some legal provisions of the process.
Types of misconducts. Absenteeism. Absent without relevant approval can be considered as a misconduct. Late attendance. Organization can take different actions with regard to late attendance of employees as well. Alcoholism, drunkenness. This can be considered as a misconduct and can be issued in a ways when managing employees who are alcoholics and who use alcohol on the job. Theft. Any theft amount to be breach of trust between the employer and employee. Therefore, this can be a serious misconduct. Insubordination. Insubordination can be happen in organization also considered as a misconduct. Dishonesty. Dishonesty also a serious misconduct. The disciplinary action may be vary according to the seriousness of the act. Assault. Assault is a serious misconduct that not need to happen inside the workplace for company to consider it as a misconduct. Harassment and bullying is another misconduct that companies should seriously taking action against. Trade union cannot be considered as a misconduct, hence company cannot take actions against employees for their involvement for trade union actions. Negligence. Making mistakes in performing duties in a way of careless manner is also misconduct, but incompetency of an employee cannot be considered as a misconduct. Therefore, disciplinary action cannot be taken against employees for incompetency.
How disciplinary management is conducted in an organization? There are two main ways that a misconduct will be reported to the HR department. One would be that based on the mechanisms that are placed, if any deviation is observed, the HR department will be investigating on that. The second way would be that the HR department will be notified in a way of a complaint or an occurrence of an incident. Either way, it is required to conduct a preliminary investigation and follow the inquiring order based on the severity. Based on the preliminary investigation, the HR department should decide whether to verbally warn the staff member or to issue a written warning. Based on the severity, it will be then decided whether to issue a show cause letter as well. If the show cause letter is issued, the staff member is expected to provide an explanation within the stipulated time period. A suspension can be enforced either during this stage or at the initial stage of the investigation. If the staff member disputes with at least one of the charges that was made against him, the HR department will then have to conduct a domestic inquiry. Based on the outcomes of the domestic inquiry, the organization has the liberty to take suitable disciplinary actions against the employee. Hope you now understand how disciplinary management is worked out in an organizational environment. Be compliant, be safe. Thanks for watching and goodbye until next time.